A WWE champion could get suspended by Nick Aldis after a brutal spot on SmackDown. On the latest edition of Friday Night SmackDown, Tiffany Stratton defended her WWE Women's Championship against Nia Jax. Towards the end of the match, Jax tried bringing a steel chair into the ring. However, Stratton countered with a dropkick to the chair, which hit the former champ's face. This chair hit Jax hard and busted her open. This could get WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton suspended on the upcoming edition of Friday Night SmackDown. Although a lot has changed under the new regime, showing blood on camera is still a sensitive topic. The company ignores blood at almost all times unless it fits a super intense story or one that blurs the lines with reality. While Jax and Stratton have their history, their storyline is not as intense as maybe a CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre to have blood shown on camera. This Friday, we could see a scenario where the WWE Women's Champion gets suspended by Nick Aldis temporarily and is brought back while building towards SummerSlam. By the time we reach SummerSlam, there will ideally be a #1 contender and Money in the Bank winner in place. The Queen decided to challenge Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 41 after winning this year's Women's Royal Rumble match. The build-up to this match was quite intense. Both women got personal with each other whenever they got a chance. One particular segment went viral where Stratton and Flair both spoke about the other's love life to take personal digs. Both superstars gave it their all at WrestleMania 41, with Stratton coming out on top. Recently, the WWE Women's Champion revealed in an interview with Alfred Kanua that she has made her peace with Flair. They had a moment backstage in which Flair told Stratton that she was proud of her. It is yet unclear if both superstars will go on different paths, or if the creative team will bring them back against each other. Following the latest edition of SmackDown, it seems Charlotte Flair will have a storyline with Alexa Bliss, while the women's champ awaits her next challenger. In the world of professional wrestling, drama and conflict are often part of the spectacle. However, when real-life situations spill over into the storyline, it adds a layer of suspense that leaves fans at the edge of their seats. This is exactly what has unfolded recently in WWE following a brutal assault on SmackDown, which has sparked widespread speculation about the future of one of WWE's top champions. Nick Aldis, a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion and a prominent figure within the wrestling industry, is now at the center of a potential decision that could drastically alter the direction of the WWE Universe. The SmackDown assault. A shocking twist. The attack in question occurred during a recent SmackDown broadcast, where one of WWE's top champions was assaulted in a way that left fans gasping for breath. The incident was a shocking turn of events in what was supposed to be a standard match. The chaos began when the champion, whose identity has been the subject of much speculation, was blindsided by a fellow wrestler, leaving them unconscious and unable to continue. The vicious nature of the assault left the champion in serious condition, prompting immediate medical attention. The shocking visual of a WWE superstar being attacked with such aggression raised questions not only about the rivalries within WWE, but also about the ethics of the company's handling of such situations. In the aftermath of the assault, many fans and analysts began to question whether such an attack could lead to severe repercussions for the aggressor, and perhaps even the suspension of the champion involved. Nick Aldis, a game changer in WWE management. Nick Aldis, who is currently serving as a prominent figure in WWE management, has made a name for himself as a no-nonsense decision-maker. Aldis, known for his authoritative and disciplined approach to managing talent, has often been a voice of reason in chaotic situations. His previous experiences as a wrestler, particularly in the National Wrestling Alliance and WA, have given him a deep understanding of what it takes to preserve the integrity of the sport. Aldis's role within WWE is not only to oversee the business side of things, but also to ensure that WWE's brand maintains its long-standing reputation for excellence. Given the current situation with the SmackDown assault, Aldis's decision-making skills are being put to the test. The aftermath of the attack has thrown the company into turmoil, and it is now up to Aldis to decide how to address the controversy. Could Aldis suspend the champion? The possibility of Nick Aldis suspending the WWE champion is a topic that has been widely debated in the wrestling community. A suspension is not a decision that is taken lightly, especially when it involves a top performer, one of the marquee faces of the company. However, the gravity of the situation and the blatant assault on a top champion could warrant such an extreme measure. To understand the potential impact of a suspension, it is essential to explore both the immediate and long-term consequences for WWE. A suspension would send a powerful message to the locker room that such behavior is not tolerated, regardless of the individual's status or past accomplishments. By suspending a champion, Aldis would not only be sending a clear signal to the rest of the roster, but also reinforcing the importance of respect and professionalism in WWE. Additionally, a suspension of a champion could disrupt WWE's storyline plans. The champion in question is likely involved in several major storylines, including high-profile feuds, title defenses, and possible WrestleMania involvement. A suspension would lead to significant changes in the planned direction of the company, potentially affecting major pay-per-view events, weekly programming, and live shows. The reaction of fans in WWE's public image. WWE fans are some of the most passionate and loyal followers of any entertainment brand, and their reactions to this situation would be crucial in determining the outcome. Fans have long been vocal about WWE's treatment of their champions, and any decision to suspend a top star would undoubtedly spark a wide array of reactions. If Aldis were to suspend the champion, it could lead to a significant public backlash, especially from fans who view the suspended wrestler as one of the biggest draws in WWE. On the other hand, if Aldis decides not to take action against the aggressor, it could cause frustration among fans who believe that WWE is not holding its performers to the highest standards of conduct. In the age of social media, where every decision is analyzed and dissected, WWE's public image could be at stake. If Aldis makes the decision to suspend the champion, he would need to communicate his reasoning clearly and transparently, addressing the seriousness of the assault while maintaining the integrity of WWE's brand. The possibility of storyline involvement. While the idea of a suspension is one that has serious real-world implications, it is also possible that this incident could lead to an elaborate storyline. WWE has a long history of blurring the lines between reality and fiction, and the brutal assault could very well be part of a larger, scripted storyline. In this case, the suspension might not be an actual punishment, but rather a temporary development within a broader plot designed to keep fans invested and on the edge of their seats. This is not the first time WWE has used real-life incidents to fuel compelling storylines. The company has often incorporated personal feuds, backstage tensions, and unexpected twists to create drama and intrigue. If this is indeed a part of WWE's master plan, Aldis's potential suspension could serve as a pivotal moment that sets the stage for a high-profile comeback storyline for the suspended champion. Who could be behind the assault? Another major question surrounding this incident is the identity of the aggressor. While fans have been speculating about who could be responsible for the brutal attack, several possible suspects come to mind. WWE is known for its complex and ever-evolving rivalries, and many superstars have something to gain by taking down a top champion. One possible culprit could be a rising star looking to make a name for themselves by attacking a top-tier talent. The aggressor could be someone who feels overlooked or underappreciated and sees an opportunity to advance in the rankings by taking down a top champion. This storyline could set up a bitter rivalry that spans several months, leading to a dramatic showdown at a major pay-per-view event. Alternatively, the attack could be the result of a personal vendetta, with the aggressor seeking revenge for a previous incident or betrayal. WWE has a long history of personal rivalries, and this could be the catalyst for a heated feud that takes center stage in the coming months. What are the long-term effects? Regardless of the outcome, the SmackDown assault and the potential suspension of a champion will have long-lasting effects on WWE. A major storyline involving a suspended champion could change the trajectory of the company's programming for the foreseeable future. The impact of this decision could extend beyond the wrestling ring, affecting WWE's brand image, fan engagement, and future creative direction. The suspension could also create new opportunities for other talent to rise to the forefront, potentially giving lesser-known wrestlers a chance to step into the spotlight. This could lead to exciting new rivalries, matches, and title bouts, ensuring that WWE remains fresh and unpredictable. Moreover, WWE's handling of this situation will test the company's ability to balance the demands of the wrestling business with the ethical standards expected of a major entertainment brand. If the company chooses to ignore the seriousness of the assault, it could be seen as condoning dangerous behavior. On the other hand, if they take swift action, they could solidify their reputation as a company that values integrity and respect for all its performers. Conclusion: a pivotal moment for WWE, as WWE fans eagerly await news on whether Nick Aldis will suspend the champion following the brutal assault on SmackDown. One thing is clear: this is a moment of reckoning for the company. The decision to suspend or not suspend will have far-reaching consequences, affecting WWE's programming, fan base, and public image. Whether this is the beginning of a larger storyline or a real-life decision, fans can expect WWE to deliver a dramatic and engaging resolution to this shocking incident. The world of professional wrestling is unpredictable, and with a potential suspension on the horizon, anything could happen next. The coming weeks will undoubtedly be filled with twists and turns as this situation unfolds, and WWE fans will be watching closely to see how Nick Aldis navigates this tricky situation.